Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to BS Cast featuring Uddyrs IRL, aka Big Fatty Nate with the Fat Chode. H. Glizzy, your boy, talking to you right now. Just posted a money spread 24 minutes ago. Racks on racks on racks. I got bands like a high school football game. We got a wet goose, aka In Spirals, aka Big Guitar Man with the riffs coming at you. And we got your boy Sloth, the Sloth himself, Blake, hitting you from the streets. From the hard streets of East Tennessee. What it do?
That was
Leave a like and subscribe if you're a real gangster.
That should be the permanent intro.
That was beautiful. I love that. Well, we can go right into it. Blake, what did you want to talk to us about?
Dude, okay, so one thing I want to address. I don't know if this podcast is going to go anywhere. I don't know if anybody's going to listen, but I want to make something known right now that maybe not a lot of people think about. Maybe people in here do this and they don't even think about it, right? One thing that makes my job immensely, not so much harder, but so much more annoying is when you have, because I'm not to get specific, I work customer service for a product. Sorry. Right. Yeah. Thank you. So I work in a call center, and who I work for, like, it's personal health information. Like, you can't just give that out to anybody, right?
You can trust me with it, but only if there's like financial stuff in there too.
No, nothing like that. Like, we don't even get.
I'm not
stuff,
interested.
Right, exactly. I hate it when I have parents calling in for information. Yeah, so parents calling in for information about their adult child.
Yep.
Their adult, over the age of 18, pays their own bills, is legal to go to jail, fight in wars, whatever the fuck. Their child.
Yeah.
I can't give that information. And then they get mad at me, and they're like, well, I'm the mom. It's like, okay, you've been the mom for 18 years. It's time to, pop the titty out the mouth, let the...
Little guy fly. Did you not get the information to him?
No, I can't. Legally, I can't. Unless I get the kid on the phone, and they're like, yeah, you can talk to my mom about my business.
Mom, get my medical card.
Yeah, like, dude, it's
Mom's
so...
fucking Taco Bell. What the hell?
It absolutely irks me. I think every call today that I took revolved around that aspect in some way.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And I'm sorry. I just had to get that out there. If you're listening to this podcast and you're over the age of 18, stop asking your parents. Stop. Okay, if you need your parents to call Comcast or something, okay, fuck it. Okay? Whatever. But if there's something important like a doctor, insurance, anything like that, grab your balls and call. Okay?
Actually, like legit grab your nuts and then...
Grab your nuts and call.
Grab them.
Because if you don't, it just makes my life
phone.
harder.
Anytime I'm on the phone with anybody, I'm holding my nuts like for dear life.
You guys ever like get on the phone with somebody and start pacing and walking in circles?
Yeah, that's because I have to be moving.
That's literally me. I'm literally like walking, jumping, running, doing jumping jacks. I'm just moving.
What do you guys?
We got a Jamie.
So this is a deeper question, I suppose. What are your guys' thoughts on the afterlife?
The afterlife?
Do you want to talk afterlife?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's an interesting topic, regardless of what you believe. And I feel like we're mature enough to respect each other's beliefs.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
You're right. Yeah, who wants to start?
Let me throw this one out there. I don't know, and I feel like that's okay.
Yeah, that's how... It's your personal beliefs, man. It's okay no matter what.
Right. Do I think religion is a bad thing? I think mankind and society has turned it into a bad thing.
For real.
In some
That's
ways.
true. That's true.
I feel like it's a lot of religion is just a moral compass. Like guide adults and children to a certain direction to live.
I think a lot of religion is perfectly fine. I think it's people that have always have and always will use religion or any form of ideology really, in order and manipulate it in order to achieve their ends. I think that's what causes a lot of toxicity in regards to a lot of faith and a lot of philosophy and ideology in general. I don't necessarily think it's the tenets of the core faith itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could definitely make that argument for a lot of the Abrahamic faiths. There's a lot of, like, those faiths are typically inherently fine. But it's the people who manipulate those faiths to achieve their own ends that cause a lot of issues.
I agree.
That's good as fuck. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
What are your religion? What are you?
Oh,
what
me?
are your religion? Yeah, I'm just asking in general. What are y'all?
I tend to lean more towards Buddhism and Taoism in certain respects. I would say I've been doing a lot more to educate myself about those belief systems, especially because there's a lot of Westerners who say they're into Buddhism, even as a hobby or anything. They tend to subscribe to, I feel, a very Western capitalist centric, watered down version of it, rather than the core tenets of the faith or the belief system. But I've been trying to educate myself more on the subject matter in order to, I guess, feel like I'm not that.
Personally, I love learning about religion. I think religion is so interesting.
Oh yeah, I love theology. Especially, I will say this: I will brag with Christianity. Christianity, a lot of people have a very surface level understanding, but the Abrahamic faiths usually can have very interesting tenets and interpretations if you really look into them. Especially Islam, actually. Islam is very interesting. Islam has a very rich and interesting history.
That's wild.
I would love to learn more about the Islamic faith because, like, with, the past 30 years, everything that's gone on in Afghanistan, Iraq, just the Middle East in general, I feel like it's painted a bad picture, I don't know.
I think that doesn't just stem from the last 30 years. I would argue for a long time, a lot of Western education has been very Eurocentric, and only recently,
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means.
It's been very focused on European nations and their colonialism and things of that nature.
Oh, heard. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, we kind of have been taking the stage for a while now.
Like how much do you remember, for instance, learning about Africa in school?
I don't remember at all.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
and Africa has very rich, interesting. Africa has very rich, interesting history. There's the Kingdom of Ghana. There's the Egyptian. I mean, of course, they teach you about Egypt, but they only teach you about ancient Egypt. They don't teach you about the Ptolemaic period in Egypt or anything of that nature. They don't teach much about the Kush civilization. Yes, that's the real name of the civilization.
That's
talking about the Kush civilization.
Part of the Kush. the Zaza.
But yeah, I think that's another. You can argue that there's a very Eurocentric version of history that's definitely pushed a lot in schooling. There's a lot of good Middle Eastern philosophy that relates to Islam that's very interesting to me. There's writers like Ibn Sina or Ibn Rushd or God, what's the name? It's a Sufi dude.
Among Us.
Yeah, Among Us on Impostor.
Can I just say,
Among Us al Impostor.
I love how the first 2 episodes of this podcast is absolutely nonsense of us just laughing. And now the first 11 minutes of this podcast, it was like that funny intro, and then they got really serious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
yeah.
last episode
know,
we got
both
some
worlds,
There's nothing
bro.
wrong with that. It's not. It's like, okay, guys, what the fuck is up? So God.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to have. I'm not allowed to have intelligent discourse in this podcast.
I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was such a change that it happened.
So here's I'm gonna throw something at y'all, right? So generally, and this is just my very limited view of a small town, kind of guy. I feel like all religion just kind of boils down to don't be a dick.
Oh yeah,
be good to people.
Can I tell you what I believe?
Yeah.
I support a lot of religions. I just love learning about
I
them.
thought my man was gonna say I support a law.
No, I don't side with one religion. I just like to learn about them and take my own belief to it. So you could say I'm agnostic. And
That's fair.
Yeah, I relate. I don't remember the point I was trying to get to, but I relate.
I just feel it all kind of boils down to
That's how I
treat others as you'd want to be treated.
That's
so
how I
if
see
you
it.
kind of just stick to that,
I see it. I feel like there's a judgment kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm the one judging Brad. That's it.
yeah, Harrison walks in.
Everybody else is good.
I wake up in the morning, Harrison's above me, hitting me in the head with a gavel. He's beating the shit out of me with it.
Hello.
John, how's your day? Talk to us. You know, you haven't said anything.
Dude, I wanna go ahead and like let you know what I've done all day.
Okay, let's hear it.
My
Let's hear
daughter, she was sick today.
Oh, no.
Didn't go to work. All right. While she was playing Banjo Tooie, we were hanging out. I had time to go on my phone and do some like AI art. Okay. Because I wanted to see how far I could specifically go. I even bought the premium for it.
Oh shit! Really?
On my phone. Yeah, I wanted to see how far I could go to get it look as real as it fucking possibly could. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and send you. I don't know if we got a Jamie.
You can just call me Big Nate.
Yeah, let me go ahead and send this to you on the disc.
Okay, are you gonna send it now? I'll put it up.
Yeah, no. Look at this shit.
I feel like I'm about to be blown away.
Oh my god, I love that. Emery.
What?
Look what John put in the AI art and got.
Oh.
I love that. Emery could be our Jamie.
It's wild. That's wild. I'm thinking about using it, and I don't know.
Yeah. If you're watching the video form of this podcast, you'll be able to see it on the screen. If you're watching the audio version, you're a loser. So
If you're looking at the just visual, like if you're reading the podcast in Braille right now, shout out to you.
Yeah,
I don't want to piss you off. You might go in the comments and comment fucking.
Wait,
you, like-
Where's the picture? I want to see this stuff.
Let me just send it to General.
Yeah, pop that in there, Dad.
It's pretty dope. I like it. I like it.
I feel like I'm about to be absolutely blown away. I'm here for it.
You're about to
think about it.
Take your pants off. You're about to be blown away.
I'm coming.
Holy fuck,
Yo.
Lois, I'm coming.
I love that.
But imagine getting catfished
with that,
by AI generated art.
I'll be all.
If we
I
can
don't
go
care,
that
John.
far.
If that's what I seen and I came at
Just
you and I
imagine
find out
getting
what you look like
catfished.
currently, I'll be jumping all over you.
I feel bad. I kind of feel bad for anybody that gets catfished because, like, even if you're gullible enough to fall for it, like, even if it's obvious, like, why you got to do that to people, dude?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not cool enough.
I'm frightened to know what you put in to search that.
Big name.
It's a lot of add, export, and keep on going back and forth and messing with it and putting in different words and like
Yeah,
you just
typically
keep on going.
you want to colon it off to like narrow the search terms. So you want to put stuff like uncut, parentheses uncut, parentheses
Among Us,
bulging vein,
Sus.
shaft, Among Us, imposter,
What the fuck?
Sus.
No way.
maybe
I mean,
bulging.
that is really cool, though. Maybe bulging.
But it makes me feel bad. Okay, think about this shit, right?
Okay.
Imagine like artists nowadays.
Oh yeah,
Right,
I feel bad for them, but
Yeah.
this is how
No,
technology works. It's evolving.
I do
so
feel bad
far.
for them, but
I do.
I don't think AI will be able to match.
You just hit something. You rip that fucking. So
Yeah,
you just,
don't worry about it. I don't think AI art necessarily will be able to match the inherent creativity of a real
Oh
artist.
no! Did you not see that? It was a huge art competition not too long ago where this AI art won first place.
Well, yeah, because
Which it sucks because everyone else there did. It was the only AI art that entered.
it's probably. I mean, the art probably looked better.
I mean, it looked great, but I feel bad. Like it sucks. Like,
It was
why
probably
did that-
just
they shouldn't have let
more
that entered.
visually appealing.
Yeah, but it's still like it kind of sucks because it takes a lot of artists' like ability. Like eventually, everyone's gonna slowly transition to AI art probably.
I think people will still do it for passion. I definitely think it's unfortunate that it makes it less lucrative because that affects people's livelihood, I think.
Bro, y'all are...
Because there are a lot of
you've
artists
gone-
who are really good who thrive off commissions.
Oh, of course.
Well, you know, I'm not going to be able to see Roxanne from the Goofy movie naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, AI's not going to be able to do that for me.
I bet you $20 give it 1 year. That shit, you just said it. Someone's gonna speak into reality. They're like, they just woke up with a cold sweat.
No, but we will have VR. We will have virtual reality that you'll be able to have sex with her naked.
I'll be 85 laying there.
If humanity itself can not self-destruct and sabotage itself within the next 100 years, dude, technology, holy fuck.
Technology,
it's gonna be...
You may not think technology is, like, strived so far recently, but it's every day gets more insane with technology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have you seen the new monitors and TVs they have? They bend.
Yes, dude, that new LG monitor, motherfucker, you have to bend that with your fucking...
You can bend the fucking screen. I'm gonna fold it up, put it in my pocket. They get to work with me.
There's no way.
My dick.
Roll it up. I'm like, what
if you would have told anybody in 2007 that shit was gonna happen, they'd be like...
My dad told me there was this guy. They said, I don't know his name. They called him like Crazy something, but he would ride up and down the road when he was a kid, and he would speak of technology, and he would say that in the future people would have these devices carrying on them at all times, like little computers. And my dad was like, "You're a fucking idiot." And he looked at me the other day and he goes, "No, that's wild." How did he know? How did he do it?
Dude, anyways, that guy, Crazy, whatever his name is, he went on to be Rick Sanchez.
Todd. He's like talking to my
Mr.
dad.
Napier. Mr. Napier, I'm going to prison. 20 years.
You gotta get me out, Big Nate. You gotta get me out.
You gotta send your son, Big Nate, to get me out. I talked about this with somebody recently. Do you guys remember that video of the Rick and Morty fan getting McDonald's? Flipping his shit because they didn't have Szechuan sauce.
Yes.
He goes,
"What?
Where's my Szechuan sauce? Where is my Szechuan sauce?" And he rips his shirt, he lifts his shirt up onto his own head and starts crawling around the floor, going, "I'm pickled Rick."
No,
no shot.
I remember that.
I have to look this up. Hang on, where was this?
So funny. It's probably
Jamie.
on YouTube.
Jamie, pull that up. Here,
Emery,
I'll find it.
Emery, I'm gonna make you the Jamie. You're gonna be the Jamie.
Yeah, we need a Jamie.
You should be the Jamie.
Yeah.
Who?
Make Emery Jamie.
Yeah, you should be the Jamie. It's the person who listens into the podcast, and when we're talking about something, you make sure we're talking about it, and we all say the right things about it. So, like, Emery,
I'm gonna post it in the general
video,
chat.
and you're supposed to be the one that's looking it up. Like this.
I'm gonna post it.
She's our
Yeah.
fact checker at all times. She's the fact checker.
Yeah, you're the fact checker. Like,
Fact checker.
yeah, you're like on the podcast listening. You're like, no, that's wrong.
I get little things near me every time saying Harrison is actually full of shit. What's your guys' favorite retro games?
Your mom.
Metroid.
Dude.
Nope, Castlevania.
Castlevania
I take that back.
Symphony of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say.
Nah,
Metroid
just
Prime.
your favorite
Metroid-
one. You gotta pick
okay.
one.
One?
Yeah.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Really, that's an unorthodox pick. Like the
Yep.
OG NES
Yeah,
one, it's like super
I have
hard.
it. I have it. Yep. Because I loved it as a kid. I love games with high difficulty, and it was just a perfect thing because when I liked medieval time, like I was when I was a child. That's why I was so obsessed with like the Souls games when they came out. So I loved medieval, and my uncle owned it, and I just sit there and play it and play it and play it. I was like, I like this. It was hard, and I just thought it was fun.
Mine has always been, honestly,
Mega Man X.
it could be a toss-up. I would say Earthbound because it's my favorite in terms of quality. The one I've played the most is Mega Man X.
If I had to pick a secondary to mine, I'd either say Metroid Prime or Symphony of the Night. Probably Symphony of the Night. Yeah.
There's gonna be a boomer that watches this, and he's gonna hear you call Metroid Prime retro.
Oh, sorry.
And
I
his
meant
eyes are gonna bulge.
I meant Metroid. What was it? It's Metroid
Fusion.
No, it's the one for the SNES.
Super Nintendo or Super Metroid.
Super Metroid.
The Super Nintendo for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
Mine's Symphony of the Night, dude.
Symphony not such a. I want more Castlevania games. Where are my Castlevania games?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people hated I think it was the 2013 Castlevania where you played as Dracula. I loved them. It was with the PS3. I thought they were fun as fuck. They were like Devil May Cry. It was the same style, but you had like.
Well,
you
I'm
were
about
Dracula.
to make you the happiest man.
Why?
Because the dude who made Symphony of the Night went off to make another set of games called Bloodstained, and they're exactly like those games.
What?
Fucking
Let me look this
amazing.
up.
if
Jamie,
not better.
Jamie, look this up.
What are the games
Bloodstained?
that You play as the robot and you fight a bunch of like angels and stuff. Ultra Kill, that's the name.
Oh,
of it.
that game fucks.
I want to play that game
fucks,
so
but-
bad, dude. How much is it on Steam right now?
Not much.
Oh yeah, Ultra Kill. That looks pretty dope.
I'm gonna get that when my paycheck hits, dude.
I remember John used to play that. If you guys don't know what Ultra Kill is, it's like a fast-paced Doom.
It's like Doom meets Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yep.
It's like arena. It's fantastic. I would love to have Bloodstain though, John. I want to do it because I have Dio builds. I would kill to have this game, but I am.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dio, is that a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference?
JoJo. So, JoJo Part 9, we get the American release of it on the 17th of February, and I'm shaking. I'm so excited.
My blood sugar is high. I'm shaking.
I'm about to faint.
Yeah, didn't Araki post a thing where somebody asked him when Part 9 was coming out, and he said, I don't know, sometime soon. Like, he never gives...
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. So he announced, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be starting on JoJo Part 9. And everybody's like, holy shit. And he's like, where is it? And he's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. He actually was in an interview recently and said that he was like, I only decided to make JoJo Part 9 at the end of Part 8.
You know, he can do all this, and he's just like Ichiro Oda with One Piece, where he makes Shonen Jump so much money, he can just release stuff whenever he wants.
Honestly.
He doesn't have to. Same with Yoshihiro Tagawa, the guy who made Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
He basically can just drop stuff whenever.
He's like, yeah, man, you're good. He's like, perfect. It's crazy to have that big of a following with a manga series or anime, you know? Like,
I have a question.
I have I have a following like that when it comes to my ball jiggle videos.
I'm
$15
sweating.
if you're interested.
I'm sweating. What is your question, Blake?
What's everyone's favorite like sitcom?
Define a sitcom. Isn't this like
primetime TV sitcom?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a minute and let me think about it. I've been thinking of all the sitcoms. Would you include? No, this isn't sitcoms. Obviously, do you include Everybody Hates Chris? But that's more of like
that's a sitcom.
Is it?
I would say that's a sitcom.
That's definitely a sitcom.
It's a situational comedy.
What about My Name's Earl?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd count that. Same with
one of those two. One of those two are my favorite. I like those sorts of
Married
two sitcoms.
with Children, John. Really?
Yes.
Really? That show used to scare
That's
me.
a good show.
I was scared from that show, John, because I was little and it was on late at night, and it was like the opening. It was like Married with Children, and the big blah. It was like the big, it like this like the big green thing hit the screen. I literally screamed. It was like ah! What the fuck was that?
My answer is 100% Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I love Fresh Prince. I'd say
so
that's my number 3. Sebastian never watched it, and when he used to come to my house when we were younger, he was like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, Fresh Prince, and he really got into it with me. And I was like, "Isn't it good?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Carlton is probably one of my favorite characters on that show too.
Will, you can't do that. Shut up, Carlton.
Him picking up the phone, being like, "Is President Bush there?"
Is President Bush there? Well, so I never actually watched Golden Girls, Harrison, but your mom.
No, it's Golden Girls. Golden Girls 100%.
I would say because when I lived with you, I'm not even joking. 99% of the time, the Golden Girls were playing upstairs. If it wasn't it was Impractical Jokers.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mom. That's because you would come over when we were still in high school, or even after that, just when I was staying with Mom, and Mom had 4 shows that she liked. The Golden Girls. This was at the time. The Golden Girls, because it's updated. Golden Girls, Charmed, Angel, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my god. Your mom's an angel. I hope you know that.
And for some time, I had influence on which one she would pick, and she would like, I think I feel like watching Angel, and I'd be like, no, we should watch Golden Girls, because I fucking hate Angel and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I do not like those fucking shows.
I never watched either one of them.
Charmed, I'm okay with. I liked Charmed alright.
What is
Buffy
Charmed?
was good.
I've heard of it.
Buffy could be good. But
Buffy was good.
The thing is I'm kind of I'm tainted on it because I've seen it so many times, every episode.
Okay.
And Angel's not good. I don't like Angel.
What is Angel?
Whoa.
What is
you didn't
Angel?
watch? Wait, you didn't like Angel?
No, because
David Voorhees?
I've seen it so many times.
What is Angel?
Okay, but if you knowing what you know,
And
if you only saw it once.
If I saw it once, for the most part, I would think it's not that great. There are episodes of it that I think are very good.
Yeah,
that show is in its element when it's more lighthearted.
What is Angel?
Yeah,
It's like a spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Really?
I thought it was great. I loved it. The episode where he turned into a Muppet.
Yes, like that episode is great.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out what movie to watch next movie night, and I'm just
I
stumped.
know which one you need to watch.
I really watched Europe Trip, but what do you recommend?
Dude,
Beer Fest or Super Troopers.
Do you like
Yes.
Okay.
Do you like foreign films like by the Irish Film Board?
Don't fucking miss out on Super Troopers so you can watch Start Pooping Farting.
No.
This German horror film called Start Pooping Farting.
What is it, Blake?
It's got a shit ton of I think it's like Oscar nominations or whatever, and the Banshees of whatever fucking it's the new Colin Farrell movie. You just have to watch it.
Is it what genre is it?
It's like I don't know, dude. They've done a movie together before, and it was like dark comedy, and I guess this one's kind of dark comedy and like storytelling, and like it's like I don't know. It's weird. You just gotta watch it.
They'll put my taste.
It's
in
dark
mind.
comedy. They walk into a black room and he goes, "Who turns out the lights?"
Put my taste out there. I love Adam Sandler. I love Will Ferrell. I love comedy, dude. Comedy movies bring me so much joy.
This one's a little bit deeper than that.
I love
it's got
poop
funny
slapstick comedy. Someone walk out with a melon and a fucking hammer, I'd laugh.
I fucking love the Three Stooges. Now that you mentioned that.
Yes.
The Three Stooges.
Dude, Emery's getting pissed at me because we
That's
walk around and
literally
I do the
us.
Three Stooges finger
the
poke in
Four
the
Stooges.
eyes, where they poke their eyebrows. I do that at Emery now. I walk up there and go boop. She's like, stop that. Stop.
My relationship with Brad is like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I'm Jerry.
Eugene's the dog. I'm Tom. I'm definitely Tom. Tom gets this shit into this stick, dude. Sometimes Jerry and the dog team up and just beat the fuck out of Tom.
You know that it was a setup, right?
What?
So Tom only pretended to try and catch Jerry so that he'd never get kicked out because he'd be a useless cat at that point if he wasn't even trying to get
wasn't
the
the
mouse.
episode when he got him out and he was like bored and they're like, well, we don't really need the cat anymore. I'm pretty sure that was an episode. I actually loved Tom and Jerry. That was a big part of my childhood. I used to wake up every morning when I was like kindergarten. I'd sit there and watch that.
You know,
I
at
used to
one
do it with
point
my
they were not a
grandfather.
cat and a mouse.
It was Big Nathan Harrison. What were they?
They were just two dudes. This is way back because Tom and Jerry as an intellectual property is like very old apparently.
Really?
Yes.
How
I
old?
do not know the exact date, but I found that out
What the hell?
from because somebody donated a redistribution of some of the old Tom and Jerry media from before they were a cat and a mouse.
Mm.
They donated it when I was still working at a thrift store.
Okay.
And that was how I found out, because I looked at one of my managers at the time. I was like, "Yo, this was a thing?" And they were like, "Yeah."
That is wild. You look at the person, your manager, like, is this a thing? And it is the Tom, like the real life Tom, standing above you with a mallet.
So I'm gonna flick him on his nose, and he's gonna go doing, and then I'm gonna smash his.
You're
he's
gonna
gonna
go.
go.
You're gonna
shit, you're right.
A little cloud
This
of
is
dust
definitely a thing.
shoots past you.
Holy shit, they definitely were.
Original
I thought you were
Tom
bullshitting for
and
a second.
Jerry. I'll put it on the screen for you.
Yo, one of them's a lanky motherfucker.
What?
I can't get
Short
I gotta be
chubby.
careful now that I know you can fact check me. I can't come into this podcast and purposely be like, "Did you know that
You know that I
the lead
hate
singer
Brad.
of Korn beat up like a troop of clowns one day?" And you guys are gonna fact check it. You're not gonna be like, "Yeah, sounds right."
I'm looking at this photo. I want to see the original.
From now on, I'm just gonna blindly agree with you and like fact check it quietly.
That's what I'm gonna.
Okay, am I a Catholic priest?
Yes.
Oh, you said fact check it quietly. Okay.
Jesus.
I love how there's different iterations of the Tom and Jerry. Like, there's so many, like, they're all distinctly different enough to make their own character. But then I go back and see it, and I don't remember in my head that they ever changed. But every time I see this, I'm like, what the fuck? There was so many of them.
How I don't know how old it actually is. I hope there wasn't a time. I kind of hope there was a time.
It started in
period
the
people
40s.
Good Lord, Thompson and Gerald are on.
Well, there was that medieval season they had. Do you remember that? They had like a season was all medieval. This actual cat and mouse version of the show started in 1940.
Are you talking about where they had the French on there? Because that wasn't medieval.
Wasn't it? They were in the castles and they had suits of armor, and then they
had a castle, but they mostly dressed up in like
I feel like every
let's
episode
say Renaissance or slightly into Enlightenment period clothing. It was more Three Musketeers esque.
Huh. Yeah.
I love your description.
You can say that.
Well, I think I don't know
You're right.
what that type of French fashion is. I think it's. I'm not sure if it's Enlightenment or like slightly post Renaissance. I don't.
What is your fashion, Harrison? Tell me what the Harrison wardrobe.
Whatever it is, I wish you'd
Harrison
come back.
used to wear these things we called the Jesus sandals in high school. They literally looked at the thing that Jesus walked in. Like, they were like some old leather sandals, and he wore them everywhere. We called them the Jesus sandals.
It's even snowing. He's like,
yeah, he wear them everywhere. Whatever happened?
Because they were so comfortable. I didn't care. My fashion is
socks
more
with
so
them?
like I like 70s fashion a lot. When I can dress up, that's kind of what I try to shoot for.
I actually like 90s fashion.
Yeah.
Me too. I like that a lot.
I like early 2000s fashion. I dress up in Jinko jeans, like I'm a background actor in a Korn song.
The background actor in an Uddyrs video. I don't know how you use a background actor, Harrison.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the background and make booing
I'm
emotes the entire time.
I'm gonna surprise you. It's gonna be a prank video where we hit you with another car.
Jesus.
Did you tell Blake about that? Blake, he got hit by a car. Harrison got hit by a car.
Yeah. So this was around September. I was on break at work, crossing the road because across the street there was a Woggles, and I wanted to get some Subway.
What the fuck?
And long story short, while I was crossing the road, I got hit by a car going about 35 miles an hour.
Luckily, they didn't see me.
Did you fly over it? Did it just,
I went
take
over
you up
it.
on the hood? What? So it was going fast.
Oh, I didn't even know you went over it. You didn't tell me that.
I didn't go all the way over it. I didn't go all the way over it.
I thought they bumped you. Like, they hit you.
No,
they stopped and you
I
went
went up on
flying.
it. Like, I went up on the hood and slightly above the window, I think.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Were you okay?
Yeah, my car was fine.
Yeah, I had a pulmonary contusion.
I'm sorry.
I got up immediately and said, "Hey, man, you can't park here." No, I got up and ended up having a pulmonary contusion, a pneumothorax, which is I had a small hole in my lung, and I had a couple broken ribs.
God, whoa! So this like actually fucked you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is recent too.
I had to stay out of work for a week, but they didn't keep me in the hospital. They still discharged me.
This was only a month ago or 2 months ago, wasn't it? It was before.
No, it was.
Thanksgiving?
It's been like 4 or 5 months ago now.
Really?
Holy shit, dude.
But anyways, it was only going 35. I did get told several times how lucky I was to be alive. Mm-hmm. Like unharmed mainly, but like much less than that alive. Because, and I remember even talking with Ethan about it afterwards. He was like, "Yeah, you are lucky." I was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yes." The number of things that could have happened that would have just killed you. He was like, number one, when I went up on the hood, if my head would have hit their windshield, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number two, if the people behind them hadn't stopped. Number three, if I had gone under the car instead of over it.
Oh, God.
And number four, if my head had hit the pavement after I hit the ground. Because I landed mostly on my... I don't remember how I landed, but...
So it's all kind of still coming back to me.
Well, I don't remember how I landed. To be honest with you, I can't recall it that well.
Yeah,
my
what's that on
brain refuses to let me recall it that well. I do remember spinning in the air, and there was a marathon near me, and I saw the marathon sign from like every possible angle because I was just spinning like a fucking Beyblade.
But he actually, the car exploded when he hit it.
Yeah, the guy driving it said, "Let it rip."
The whole car exploded.
Oh my God.
The
That's
one thing I will
wild, though.
never forget is when I got up, which I was later told was a very stupid idea and scolded for it by a doctor. He was like, "You should never get up." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, because you could have been bleeding internally or something." But it's not like I'm gonna lie in the middle of the road if I can get up. Also, I wanted to like, in the moment, I was sitting there thinking like I need to get a better look at myself to see how bad I messed up because I thought like, dude, I'm dead. But anyways, the one thing I will never forget is there was a lady who went, "Do you need me to call an ambulance?" And I was like, "What the fuck do you think?"
She goes, "You're right," and then leaves. She gets in her car and drives off.
Okay, good luck.
You can't park here. And she pulls off.
Holy
Oh, I
shit.
remember
I'm glad
that.
you're
There was an
okay.
old guy who was like, "Dude, I thought for sure you were dead." He's like, "Come over here and sit in this grass and wait for an ambulance." I was like, "Yep." Also, this nice guy who owned a restaurant next to where I work brought me water.
Well, they also said that because you didn't see the car coming, that saved your life too. Because they said if you would have seen the car coming, you would have tensed up.
That is true.
You know, that is also the thing. You didn't see it coming, which also because your body's like a rubber band.
So walk me through. Were you like?
He
And I don't-
was sitting
I don't
there.
ask
His
this-
jaw was on the ground. His tongue was hanging out and rolled out. And he was slobbering, saying, "I need Subway now." And he ran across the street.
Now explain to me like the environment. Like, were you crossing like an interstate? Were you crossing?
No, I wasn't
like-
crossing an interstate. It was a intersect.
Okay.
You know North Shore?
I want to say yeah.
It's a four lane
North,
road.
it was
It's a
South
four-
North Shore Drive.
It's a 4-lane road.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Which the city of Knoxville has wisely decided to put no crosswalks in whatsoever for the full duration of the road.
Well, that's because
Right.
they can give you jaywalking tickets.
Or you'll just die.
But either way, it was. I thought the traffic had come enough, like had gotten serious enough, to where I wasn't really gonna have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I was
And
really
I did
worried.
look. Both
So
ways.
wait, who hit you? Was it like an old person?
Yes.
Dude.
He got out. And he
Some
was on the
grandma.
He got out. He was on the passenger side. He was like, "No driver."
In
He's like, "What the
retrospect,
hell
the
happened?"
people who it happened to were very nice to me. The dude came to see me like later on to see if I was okay.
Nice.
And
Okay.
like I talked,
That's
I've
good.
talked
I bet he
with
was
him on the
afraid-
phone before, and
yeah.
he was like, he had his entire church pray for me. So the dude was nice.
Dude, see, that's the kind of energy we need back in the world, Harrison. Good on you, because like you could have actually like been a real dick about that kind of thing, but you know.
Oh, no,
you
he sued
weren't.
No, I'm just- he took everything. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it was kind of my fault. I shouldn't have been trying to cross that road.
Yeah, but like regardless, you could have been a real asshole about it. But
I mean, yeah, but what's the point? What does
Yeah.
exactly.
that
What do you
causes
gain
more?
from
That
it?
causes more pain and damage. That doesn't fix anything.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna fix the way I feel, even if I was, because I was more focused on the fact that I was grateful to still be here,
Right on. Right on.
I'm not gonna fix anything by bringing more negativity and anger into the mix. That doesn't fix anything in the world. The world is already cold and uncaring in some aspects.
Martial
Why
law.
human kindness and compassion are so important.
That's what I'm saying.
Did they
Except for Brad.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
did they buy you Subway after?
Yeah.
No,
He never got a
Did
Subway.
you get Subway after?
I haven't eaten at Subway since.
What? No.
Every time he gets
Firehouse
close
is
to
just
it,
better, but
every time he gets close
That's
to it, a
safe.
car appears.
Same
Velocity. See, Harrison, they knew you went.
it's
to
like that episode of
Firehouse.
Regular Show where Rigby's running from the British taxi.
It was actually just based on Harrison's true life story. John, brother, you haven't said anything. What's going on?
He's getting in his car.
How's your music
bugging.
going? If it,
Okay.
Let me
I
say,
wanna go
if
ahead and
anyone
talk
doesn't
about
know, John, our fellow boy here, makes music, and he is It makes beautiful, wonderful music.
Dude, it's
and I
it's
highly recommend checking it out. Go ahead, John. Speak about it.
I fart on it. I pee on it. I pee on the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
But no,
What sounds does it make when you pee? Because I bet that you got that good shit going on. Does it sound like fried chicken sizzling when you piss?
Yeah, you know it. You know, I knew this one dude, Harrison. There was a guy that I hung out with one day. I went to his house, and you know, he just went to the bathroom to take a piss, but it sounded like a motherfucking horse taking a piss, bro. Like something was wrong. It's like he took like a cup and just pouring it in the toilet, bro. And I was like, what's wrong with my fucking wiener? You know?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Shit's crazy, bro. People could pee loud.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, people are me. I piss loud as fuck.
I know. I'm at my house and I can still hear Harrison piss. Man, it's actually fried chicken.
Oh.
Great comment.
Dude, you know what I like? Like
Big butts in a can, fat law.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. No, my dad cooked with lard the other day to make fried chicken. I didn't know, and I went to go eat it, and I was like, "Damn, this is
The lard of the
fucking
chicken.
good." Oh, well, he was cooking the chicken with lard. Yeah.
The dad got cooked by a chicken with lard. That's what he was trying to say.
It was so good. Like, cooking with lard is actually pretty fucking dope.
I was sitting here trying to grab my cat's attention, Brad, and I was tapping on my desk. You're gonna have to edit that out.
Oh my. Oh my god.
Why don't you edit?
Oh, man.
Why don't you edit this out, Mr. Editor Man?
Harrison, I hope you know this episode.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna edit you some bitches in the cast, dude. You're gonna have some
Yeah,
bitches on your mind.
You'd be doing me a favor.
You'll have bitches.
It'd take God to miracle me some bitches. You ain't editing anything.
So, it would take God to miracle me some bitches. Goodness.
So what's everybody
I'm not
doing?
worried about. I'm not worried about getting bitches, Brad. I'm pursuing the blade.
Yo, I feel like one thing
I'm
we should
studying
start doing
samurai literature.
is every episode we should start giving a song recommendation.
Song.
I have
recommendation.
one.
Well, go ahead and give him a song recommendation. You can do it anytime.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's it.
It's gonna be called. Actually, I have a couple. I did a little bit of adventuring this week.
Okay. Tell us about your
I've
adventure.
listened to.
Yeah.
So I've always been a fan of. So I didn't back in the day. Like I didn't hop on the dubstep train, right? Like I wasn't playing dubstep while playing, Modern Warfare 2, that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I found right about 22, 23, I really liked what's called vaporwave.
Me too, man.
Retrowave.
I mess with that. Future funk and vaporwave.
Yeah, like
I fuck
dude.
heavily with those, dude.
Same.
Have you ever heard Cherry Pepsi by? Have you ever heard Saint Pepsi in general?
I've not.
He makes a song called Cherry Pepsi. Pepsi, excuse me. It's a bop.
Have you heard Cloud Battalion?
Yes.
Cloud Battalion.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
shit.
Yes, Cloud Battalion. There's this one. My recommendation is called Neon Head by Starcadian.
Imagine getting some neon head,
I
bro.
want to get some neon head.
Dude, this song. It like picture yourself driving like midnight Miami 80s. You're in a sports car. You've got a pound of cocaine in your trunk and you're running from the police. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this kind of vibe.
Can I recommend some music as well?
Absolutely. I want to hear.
So I listen to a lot of more indie music, I guess, which I don't. Sounds a little pretentious, but it do not matter. This is a doozy of a song title, so prepare yourself.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yesterday by Beatles or Imagine by Yoko Ono as sung by John Lennon. By Versus Self. I will link it to you if you would like. I will
Do it.
send the link if I need to. Also, I've been listening to a lot of Deftones lately. That is not indie, but I've been listening to a lot of Deftones. I would recommend the song, especially if are you into emo or Midwest emo at all? If you are, I would recommend Title Fight.
I linked my song into the podcast chat. You should do the same, Harris.
Will do. I will link several.
Oh, if we're linking several here.
Also, an indie band I like is Pine Grove. They're really good.
Pine Grove? Have
Yes.
you heard, you were talking about you like Neutral Milk Hotel. Did you
Yeah,
ever
they're
listen
kind of similar to that in a way, I suppose.
Did you ever listen to Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos?
No, I have not, actually.
Dude, look, I don't know how underground they're considered, but like, I was listening to them in 2009, and nope, I'd never met anybody besides my aunt.
Can you really say you listen to underground unless you literally listen to like the screams of earthworms and mole people? Yeah, I'm into underground music. I go to that cave they went to in that one movie with all the like human monsters, and I listen to what they be saying. What was that movie? What was that movie? It's the one where they go cave diving and they find like the mole men.
The Descent.
The Descent, yeah. Terrible movie.
Dude, that shit scared the fuck out of me as a kid.
It's exactly what it is.
Like, I will not go into caves because of that movie.
They came out.
I won't
with
go
the
into
second one.
caves
Did you ever
because they're
watch the second
scary.
one. Red, have you
I
seen
watched
The
the second one
Descent?
too.
Do what?
Have you seen The Descent?
Oh my god, those fucking movies. Where they go in the fucking cavern and they get stuck
Yeah.
down there. Dude, I used
Yes.
to watch this movie when I was younger. My uncle was like, "You want to see a good movie?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "We're about to go to bed. We'll turn it on for you." And they put on the fucking Descent. I'm laying there, eyes out of my fucking skull. I'm like 8. I'm like, what is happening right now? I hate those movies. They're good movies.
Is this a joke?
It's a good movie. No, it's not a joke. It's a good movie.
Well, that's what I would have been saying at 8 years old if my uncle would have put on The Descent and sent me to bed.
What do you guys think of the Tremors movies?
I love them. I think they're funny.
I love Tremors.
Tremors
Man.
1
I
is so
remember
fucking
watching
funny.
it. As a kid, yes, dude, that was the best shit there ever was.
It's just so funny. What was like? Wasn't there like some type? What was their weakness again? It wasn't like
The Graboids' weakness. It was it was sound.
Oh yeah, that's what
You
it
could
was.
trick them with sound or vibrations.
I loved it. It was so fun. What a classic movie. You guys remember Caroline, which was the fucking car that was self-living. It was just driving around killing people. That's what Harrison.
That's based on a Stephen King novel.
And it's a
Was it
Stephen King
Caroline?
movie. Yeah, it's a Stephen King movie. Carrie? Is it Carrie? No.
No, Carrie's
Carrie
the one
is a
about the
Stephen
King.
the socket.
I think it's Charlotte.
You talking about Herbie?
Christine.
Herbie? Yep, Herbie. Herbie. Herbie Unloaded.
Lindsay Lohan?
Talk about Lindsay Lohan. Does anyone else like Freaky Friday? I was actually a big fan of that movie.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
a
in
song.
second grade.
That sounds like some shit a middle schooler would make up and be like, "It's Freaky Friday. Make sure to hit the nay-nay on the 5th grade teacher when she's not looking."
Harrison hits the kid in the teeth.
Fuck you, you little shit.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I really do miss high school.
Yeah, the Bernie was the thing,
God,
bro.
why?
I miss high school so much. Me and Harrison we had so much fun in high school.
I don't miss it. It's not worth it.
I do. I miss the experience I had with you guys.
You can be your own person now. Isn't that nice?
I wish Brad wouldn't.
Yeah, honestly, Harrison wakes me up every morning with a note saying, "Hey, change." I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay. Wanting to you too.
So I don't wake you up with a note. I throw a rock through your window that has that scrawled on it.
Has anyone been watching or hearing about the Dead Space remake? I've been playing it.
No.
It's pretty good.
I want to play.
I need to watch your
It's
video.
it's pretty good, dude. It's
If it's such dead space, I shit living in it.
Yeah, for real.
it.
If
Shit.
I could say it's probably the best remake I've ever played in my life. It's exactly what we wanted with more. It's the same game. They added a couple more, like, I've heard upgrade stuff. They gave the main character a voice actor and actually gave him, like, a face, like that. And then what else? There's side quests. There's like more enemies. It's really good. Really fun. I'm enjoying it.
You hear anything about the new System Shock?
Nope.
They're making a remake of the OG System Shock, and they are making a sequel. They're making System Shock 3.
That's huge.
Which even if you haven't played System Shock, if you are into BioShock at all,
Of course I am.
highly
You know I am.
recommend keeping up with those.
I'm in BioShock. BioShock 1 is one of my favorite games. Me and Blake were talking about Infinite. I love Infinite. He does too.
I like Infinite. I don't like it as much as I like 1 or 2.
People crap on it. I actually like
People
1
people
and
say
3.
2 is mid. 2 is my favorite.
I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't it. It felt like the first game that was it.
Listen, the twist that Atlas was Frank Fontaine in the first game was so good.
Well,
they have the
writing.
same sort of twist in System Shock too with Shodan, but still, the one in BioShock.
They
just
are making a new
hits.
BioShock game.
Oh goodness.
They're making a
I missed out on so many good games, man.
You don't play BioShock? What do you mean? Wait, how'd you miss out?
I didn't play BioShock.
What?
I never
Yeah,
played
you could still
Wars.
play.
You have to play
You can still
BioShock.
play
It's
BioShock.
so
You
good.
It's
And I just
fucking
ruined it
all-
for you, by the way,
all
because I just
three-
ruined the biggest spoiler in
All
the game.
3 games are fucking fantastic. There's not one of their games that are bad. I enjoy every one of
John,
them.
would you kindly play BioShock?
Please.
Absolutely.
The
I'll buy
the
it.
first 2 are horror games, and the third one is more of an action. They're all good though.
I like that.
They're all good. It's you with a gun and a superpower. So it's like you can throw shit on fire and stuff like that.
Also,
So it's
a man chooses, a slave obeys.
That's what I've been saying, Harrison.
So it's pretty much the same plot as the Human Centipede, Human Centipede 2, and the Human Centipede 3.
Yeah, but the first 2 take place
It's
underwater.
based off this spiritually.
Yeah, the first 2 take place underwater. The third one is in the sky. So
That's dope. In the sky? What?
yeah, well, it's like heaven and hell. It's what is it? Rapture and oh my god, why am I forgetting the name of it?
The first 2 games is Rapture.
Yeah, that's the underground. That's the water, and then
Welcome to the
what
underground.
was the Infinite called? What was that place called? It was
Elysium?
Was it Elysium? Or
No,
just-
I feel like
it
I'm
was
an
the,
idiot.
It was the city in the sky, and it's like you're playing on like floating islands. It's
Yeah, they're like floating cities.
yeah,
I liked it.
loved it.
liked
It was fun. There was like a time travel aspect. We went to like a parallel universe.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it would
I forgot
switch
about
like
that, yeah.
like the weapons and all that would switch like skins on them that'd all be different.
Yeah, it's like a different aesthetic.
Yeah, I loved it. It was perfect. I love BioShock so much.
If you all could only play one game for the rest of your life, what would it be?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
one game for the rest of my life. Ooh, I'd probably say. I mean, that's really hard. I want to say something like big, so something that's always changing. Because if you're gonna play the rest of my life, but I'm not gonna say offline, or just in general, probably Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring.
No shit, really?
Yeah, because I feel like those games have so much to do, and if I'm not taking the online standpoint of it, then just like that, then probably one of those two. Because not only do they have a good length to them, but I could play them over and over again, and there's so many options.
Okay, so say you could only play one online game and one single player. Like,
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, I don't want to say this out loud, but League of Legends would be my online, just because it would never stop changing.
oof.
You know, so
It just gets worse and worse.
yeah, but at least it's different. At least it's different. If it's a single player, I would say Elden Ring just because there's so much more to do in it.
But it's the only game he could play, so he'd get so excited about it. He'd get on every day like, I can't wait to see what else they've ruined about this game that was already bad to begin with.
Yeah, for real. Season 400. Like, yeah.
What about you, John?
Banjo Tooie.
Banjo Tooie. Okay, what about your online?
Honestly,
Final Fantasy. Melee. I'd pick Melee instead of League.
No,
yeah,
you wouldn't.
yeah. I would say
Not Melee,
No,
that's
no, no,
Smash
no,
in
no,
general. Just
actually,
Smash.
as much as I hate
Smash,
this game, my online would have to be Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, see, I called it.
I'm sorry, but it's just
I've really been
It's
wanting to
really
get into
good.
that,
It's
but-
really good.
We bought it.
I
and
kind of
was-
want to get back into
We
it.
bought it, but we never got that far in it.
If other people got into it, I would get back into it. That game
Yo,
is
I'll
so
get into
fun.
it if you boys are ready.
Maybe. I've been.
And also, can we please like make an official date when we're doing this Lord of the Rings episode?
Yeah, we can do.
I'm
it.
so down to.
We'll talk about that.
do a
Well,
Lord
I
of
know
the Rings
the
episode.
next
Yeah,
guest we're having, which will be tomorrow night. If you guys make sure everyone, will be Shane, and then we'll figure out the next date, and then it'll be Dylan, and then we'll have a Lord of the Rings episode.
Okay, so technically 2 more podcasts, and then we'll do.
So yep. I want somebody to play fighting game with me. I want to start playing more fighting games. I've been really into Street Fighter.
Why don't you play Smash, loser?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll play Tekken with you.
Tekken, I'm really bad at Tekken.
I'm really bad at Tekken too. We'll suck ass together.
Okay. You know what? I would play Smash.
I'm really okay at Smash.
Not even that mad at Smash. But
You're pretty good at Smash. Why don't you play me, nerd?
okay. Well, I would love to
Maybe
get
I'll move to
Sebastian. We
Ultimate.
can do. Oh, we will get an ultimate. I want to. When Harrison 70 gets a Switch, we'll get an ultimate. But yeah, I want to get into more fighting games. I'm really enjoying them, and it's kind of a game I can pick up, play real quick, and then put down and be satisfied. With League, it takes me 400 games to get
I'd like
one
to get
win.
more into Street Fighter 5.
Oh, Street Fighter 6 comes out soon. Just wait for that. That's gonna be
True.
like the best game ever.
I'm gonna get my fight stick.
Yeah, it comes out June 2nd.
I've thought about trying Tekken. I've never been big into Tekken, but I've thought about.
like Tekken.
I've considered trying it.
It's just so
I'll
vast.
fuck your ass up with
My favorite
Leroy,
fighting
homie.
game is still Dragon Ball Fighter Z, hands down.
The same.
That is the best
dude.
fighting game ever released.
That game is so crisp.
Yo, can we play Xenoverse 2 as well? Can we get into that shit?
I do not like the Xenoverse games.
What?
I never did. I couldn't get into them. I think the what was the original?
Can we play Mario Party?
Yes. Can we play the older ones? I have Mario Party 7 and 6 or 7 and 8. I have the one for the GameCube, which is my favorite one.
Listen, y'all haven't played Mario Party with Dylan. That man wins every time.
Didn't we beat him when we all came over and played that?
We did, but that's a rarity. That almost never happens.
Hey, mashallah.
You have to remember, that's the same game that I ended with 0 stars, 0 coins.
Well, you know what? I think we've been going for about an hour now. And it's been a good podcast. It's been more monotone, more a bit slower.
Dude,
not as bunch of like, what the fuck. But the next episode, we're going to have a special guest, my buddy Shane. He films concerts, so we're going to ask a bunch of questions about that, see how he likes it. And other than that, that's about it. You guys want to say anything before we leave?
Love y'all.
All right.
Have you good.
How you getting? Well,
Pack your lip. Have you good.
this was That BS Podcast, and thank you all for listening. I hate Harrison.
I hate Harrison.
I hate Harrison.
Sheesh. I hate Harrison.